2, and this time around, after a break of Diwali, we are back with league racing in Brazil. Seems like a sunny day, at least in qualifying, and joining me in the commentary box is Racing Gupta, our Division 1 driver, as always. Gupta, how are you? And
Well, I'm good, Malav. It was an amazing Diwali break, but we are finally back, and I'm looking forward to this race and definitely commentating alongside you, our head commentator.
yeah, well, absolutely, it should be a lot of fun. Seeing these drivers are absolutely raring to go. There is one issue with the broadcast. I'm just trying to see if I can change it because I'm not able.
I'm not 100% sure about it, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
sorted now. Everything is sorted. I hope people who are watching can you please confirm if you can hear us loud and
alright, I'll
clear.
have a look at the comment section just in case.
Yeah, you do that while I'm spectating Thakura right now, who is the first person out on track, and he will be the first person to set, which he will hope be a competitive lap time.
Definitely. So yeah, a very short track, Brazil, but it has everything from straight, long straights to curvy sections, and it's kind of like a go-kart track. To me, it feels like a go-kart track, but drivers are driving them this track on an F1 car. So yeah, it's one of the most unique tracks on the on the calendar.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you in terms of it being a track which is a lot of fun to drive on. You have a lot of medium speed corners, couple of slow corners as well, and straights. So overtaking is definitely possible here. And Brazil, being Brazil, usually produces really intense races. Weather could always play a factor here. Let's see if
Yep.
it is going to be overcast or dry or wet conditions in the race. But that could
So
always be a
far,
factor, and that spices things up.
yep, a relatively clean lap by Thakurva. So maybe he's not pushing to the limit yet, but yeah, he's definitely going to put up a competitive lap time as he is approaching the start finish straight. Let's see what's the first lap time for everyone to beat on the grid. It's going to be 1 minute 7.7, a very decent lap from Thakurva.
107.7, that's the benchmark which Thakur has sent on his banker lap. So, Gupta, you might have been practicing through. Oh, what happened to Bullister there? I think he lost his car
Uh,
at the exit of
it's the
the.
Mercedes. Okay,
No,
my
it's
bad.
Bullister in the Alfa
Two
Romeo.
cars.
He's lost his wing completely, and Yash
Oh.
Gosalia is about to finish his lap. It's 17.9, so
So
maybe
Yash
a second
slowed
out
down
lap.
quite a lot out of the final corner. This is what I was even talking about, and I don't know what happened. Maybe he lost his traction out of the final corner, so he decided to back out. Who knows?
Absolutely, and you have been practicing in this week, or have you
Well,
not?
Balav, this week I haven't
You
been
have not.
practicing
All
at
right.
all.
But what do you think? I just wanted to pick your brain over. What do you think would be? Oh, there's a Williams going very slowly, trying to let Yash Gosalia through, who does
Yeah.
not seem to be on a hot lap anyway. But what do you think will be a competitive lap time if you want to get on the front row or maybe the
So
top five?
anything in the low 1 minute sevens is very competitive. Hence, I said Thakur's lap time already close to mid 1 minute sevens is a very competitive lap time, and I was on board with him throughout. And yeah, I didn't see many mistakes from his side. So yeah, a very good lap for it being a banker lap. But as we know, this man right here in the Mercedes, Yash Gosalia, he has been setting up the benchmark. He also beat one of our new D1 drivers, toy admirer or Charles Leclerc. So yeah, you always have to look out for some of the drivers like Yash, SS and Shah. They're always up there.
And thinking Nate has retired from this session, I think that's the exit of the SS where he's
Yep, it's the
retired.
exit of Senna S.
And well, that's a real shame. Let's see what Shah is up to. So Gupta, our birthday boy Shah, is on his
Yes.
favorite track on the calendar. I hope his people or his friends at the factory gave him a cake along with agabattis. But let's go on board with him, Gupta, if you want to take us through this lap
Alright,
of
as
the.
we approach the first corner into the Senna S, takes it very cleanly. Right, left, right. Sorry, my bad, left, right, left. Maybe I have some disease, but yeah, on to the second RS straight. He looks pretty clean, a very clean first sector, not purple, but maybe it's the banker lap. He's trying to keep it clean into the second sector. Now this is the tricky section of the track. Here the driver has to be extremely focused and try to maximize the entries and exits out of each corner. Oh, he goes in a little too deep into the corner. But yeah, so far it's still a valid lap. Oh, and Yash Gosalia meanwhile has gone fastest on the same set of tires. Now approaching the final two corners, flat out through turn 13 into turn 14, the final braking zone. Now what can Shah do? So far a clean lap. He went deep in the second sector in one of the corners, but let's see, it looks like a competitive lap. As he comes across the line, Shah does a 1 minute 7.6. He goes fastest.
He goes fastest, and on a lap where you could count at least 2 mistakes. I think one which you mentioned in sector 2. I think the penultimate corner as well. He went a little deep, didn't really hit the apex there. And wow, goes provisional pole with a 107.6. I'm very sure he has more lap time under his belt, and with the track this short, he can definitely go for a couple of more runs. Let's see what the championship contender meanwhile, SSN, is doing. He's on an outlap right now, and Gagan Singh,
he's not just the contender, he is the leader.
He is the leader, yeah, you're right. He is the championship leader, and as Caesar mentioned in the comments, he has outscored both the Mercedes driver together in the last 6 races. Now, why this is important is Mercedes are leading the Constructors' Championship right now. So for one driver to outscore both those drivers is an absolutely brilliant feat. And with just a few races to go, SSN would be hoping to get a good grip.
Well, as you just mentioned, SSN outscored the Mercedes drivers in 6 races, but there are 6 races left, including this one. So, you know, anything can happen. I guess Caesar also put out the stat that around 17 drivers are still in the run for the Drivers' Championship. So, anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And if there was some kind of madness to occur in the season, I don't think we can think of a better track than Brazil in terms of championship. So, SSN now on his way and on his first hot lap of the session. Seems pretty late in the session to put in a banker time, but I'm pretty sure he has all the confidence he needs to be right up there.
It is definitely the confidence. There are very few drivers in our league who have that kind of confidence. They don't even need to do 3 runs in the qualifying. They are just happy with 2 runs, and somehow they still qualify up front, and SSN is definitely one of them. I mean, I've been fortunate to commentate on some of the D2 races, and I have noticed that SSN seems to be the most confident out of everyone else in D2.
Absolutely, and he is the championship leader for a reason, as Yash Gosalia goes about 3 or more tenths faster than Shah here and has put on provisional pole. But let's see what SSN is doing. He's hugging the left hand side of the circuit to minimize the distance traveled. Off he goes, and it is P5 with a 108.1, so still some way off the other people. And
Thakur's lap time, the first lap of this entire session, is still a very competitive lap. As I was telling, that was a really good banker lap from Thakur. I don't know where he pulled it out from. I'm quite shocked.
Yeah, it was a good lap indeed, and Thakur showed really promising pace in Japan. I remember him and Shah were on a battle of their own. They were, 18 seconds in the lead, and a collision really did not help either of them. But yeah, that was a really good race from Thakur in Japan. So he would be hoping to probably imitate that performance. As we're watching Bullister try to put a lap time, there is a comment from Rundranshu. He's asking where is Gagan. Well, Gagan is in P4. He's on an out lap, so maybe we'll catch him in action when he starts his lap in the Williams.
Well, Gagan Singh fans, I'm just waiting for the Gagan Singh masterclass. I'm just waiting for that day. I hope it comes soon, and I hope it's tonight. It would be wonderful.
Absolutely. And meanwhile, watching Sid Venkatesh going a little bit wide there, but thankfully he kept his all 4 wheels within the track, at least according to the game, and now he's going to complete his lap. One more, and he's in P8. So I think let's have a look at the tires actually, because we don't have it. Yeah, there you go, Sid Venkatesh on 2 lap old.
Well, look at Shaurya. He's on 4 lap old tires, and Yash Gosalia is on 5
lap old. Yeah, that's a lot of laps for qualifying tires. So what's happening with Vintage Player? Meanwhile, I think he's letting people through, and as such. Let's see. Let's go with Gagan Singh. He has invalidated his lap time, so that's a shame. So he will have to
Oxidized
go
Regis
again.
just started his lap, as I noticed.
Let's see what he does. But yeah, in this track, do you find any particular corners challenging Gupta? Because for me, it's definitely turns 1, 2, and 3. While this was on the last game, I have not really driven the track on this game. But I always seem to invalidate. I never seem to carry enough speed, or if I try to do that, I invalidate the lap. So
I mean, so in turn 1, 2, and 3, it's just nailing the first braking zone. If you get the entry into turn 1 perfectly, then it's very easy. But yeah, if you don't get it perfectly, it gets a bit annoying. But I don't feel like most of these drivers are struggling there, because turn 1, 2, and 3 are places where drivers practice quite a lot. You know, whenever you are in time trial, you invalidate your lap time, you restart again. You're gonna approach turn 1 again and again. But the middle sector is something that drivers don't practice enough. And the middle sector at Brazil can be punishing or rewarding if you know how to squeeze the maximum time out of that sector.
indeed, middle sector, there's a lot of time I think to be found as well as lost through that, as Swaggy Boy is going to have a bit of a tow from Thakurwa on his run up to the line. So let's see what this lap time will put him, because he's yet to settle a lap time, and he goes P5. Very impressive from him. And Shah is on a lap, but Shah has made a mistake, it seems like. He is not improving at all. He's down by more than a second.
Let's just wait for him to. Okay, yeah, he's down even more than a second. Probably lost his traction at the exit of one of the corners, but I saw Thakurpa starting his lap.
Yeah, he did, and he's down by a tenth in the first sector alone. So he will have to. We just spoke about it. Second sector is where a lot of time is gained as well as lost. So if he can extract more time, but he has invalidated his lap time. So that's a commentator's curse.
It's a tricky track, but you know something surprising. Easy level bot is not on medium tires. He's going out on soft tires and doing a qualifying properly for the first time ever. I have not seen him do that in a long time. Quite shocking. Okay, what has happened to Tanay Singh?
Tanay Singh has left the session. He was trying to go in the pit, or he was trying to somehow go back onto the track. It was a very weird sighting which I saw. And now he has just disappeared off the face of the earth, so I'm not entirely sure what has happened there.
Well, I cannot even send him an invite. Where is the game doing its thing? But I'll try.
Yeah, just keep trying if you can, because Tanay is in P17 right now without a lap time, and I'm pretty sure if he puts his best foot forward, he'll definitely be in the top 5, judging by space this season so far.
Something that's quite interesting right now is I just realized easy level bot may not have gone onto the medium tires just for the sake of starting on intermediates or full wets, because no one out there is going on to the medium tires. It might be a wet race.
Yeah, that's interesting you mentioned that, and we have seen people trying multiple runs on the same set of tires. So yeah, I think if they think that best lap time could be on 2 or 3 lap old tires, it is possible that it is going to be a wet start, and that makes things all the more interesting. You can see Abhi in P9 on 3 lap old tires. SSN is, well, he has invalidated his lap time, but it seemed like he wanted to go for another run. And
easy level bot has just started a new lap, but he backed out.
Yeah, he has backed out. I'm not entirely sure why he has backed out, but he has definitely is going slower than you would on a hot lap. Let's try to see if someone else is.
Well, no one's doing a fast lap right now.
Yeah, everything.
That's speed.
Yeah, see, it's that point of the session where everyone is preparing for their final run. So you will soon see a lot of drivers out on the track and preparing their final hot laps. But yeah, it is possible. Tanay Singh still in the pits. I'm not sure if he has rejoined the session.
Tanay Singh is appearing offline. It might be his internet, but I've sent him multiple invitations just in case.
Okay, can you please message him on Discord as well, and if he by chance checks it, so maybe you can have a look. Okay, he has a power cut, so he'll have to rejoin in some time. Let's see what our leaders are up to. Yash Gosalia has just started a lap, and he has backed out as well.
What? Both the Mercedes did the same thing, right at the exit of SS. I'm actually confused. I've never seen this strategy.
Yeah, maybe they have enough fuel. I think sometimes the game gives you more fuel than you need on just on
So
for
are they
one
doing
hot
the
lap.
two out lap strategy
Yeah,
of
they
the
are doing
Great
the
Racing
racing group
Gupta?
strategy of two out
Yeah.
laps, and I
Yep,
think
easy level bot is now
especially on
pushing.
this track, it's a very short track. You could get away
Yeah.
with that, and
Well, I can tell you that I didn't practice at all this week. If I didn't know the two out lap strategy, it's definitely that.
we'll see tomorrow, Gupta. I will be commentating again tomorrow, so we'll see how much you have
Definitely.
sandbagged throughout the week. But going onward with Thakurwa, it seems like he's on a hot lap, but he's not really pushing the car to
But
its limit, it seems. But
easy level
he's
bot is coming to the end of his second sector. He's up by a tenth, and
yeah.
there's quite some cars just a tenth faster than him. So yeah, can he improve by some positions?
Let's see what Shah does in sector 1. Meanwhile, up by a 10, so this is a good start to the lap from him. We'll come back to Shah once again. Easy level bot in sector. Oh, he's just starting a lap, okay? He's
No,
P6
he
right
just
now.
finished his lap.
Okay, and I think he's going for one more, so he will finish his
Maybe,
lap
maybe.
later than Shah. Where is Yash Gosalia?
Uh,
Yash Gosalia is in sector 2 as well.
Thakurwa is going to finish his lap.
Thakurwa is going to finish his lap, and across the line goes Thakurwa. He does not improve his time
Oh,
or
that was
position,
very close.
but that was very close. What is Shah up to meanwhile? Shah is up by 2 and more tenths, so it's almost 3 tenths. And
Oh, is
Shah,
the birthday boy going to be on pole?
he is, well, he's just about there. I think he needs to extract some more from the car if he wants to be on pole, but it's looking good for him right now. Across the line he goes, and that's pole position for Shah. Yash is
Well,
going
it's
very
provisional.
slowly. Yash is going slowly, so he's not going to be on. It's all sort of kerfuffle here. Sid Venkatesh going off the track, and Easy Level Bot has
Found more
not.
time.
He has not. He has backed
Oh,
out.
he validated.
He
I
has
just
backed out,
checked.
and I'm just checking if SSN has a
SSN.
shot here. Yeah, because SSN is in the second sector right now, and I think he might yet to finish. He might be yet to finish his final run. So SSN could be a dark horse in this race. Has not been
Yash
the
also
best of
started
qualifying.
another lap. So yeah, Oh, SSN improving by quite a lot.
Yeah, SSN is improving by quite a lot, and there are still cars
6
crossing the line. You can
tenths.
see. Yeah, that's a huge improvement by him. That's definitely going to be top 5, it seems like. But can he trouble the
Oh,
likes of
Shaurya
Shaurya?
going
And yeah, Shaurya going P3 in his Aston Martin. SSN across the line. That's P4.
Oh, good lap.
That is
though.
P4. That's a good lap. What is Yash doing? Yash in sector 2, almost losing the car there. And is he improving?
Shah
I'm
is
not
gone
sure.
into the pits.
Yeah, Shah is back into the pits. His qualifying is done. He has done all he can, and now he'll be hoping that others don't improve. Yash is not improving. He's down by 1.5 tenths. Shaurya is not improving either. Thakurwa is not improving. I think that's our. Oh no,
Yash has backed out.
Swaggy Boy might improve. Did he improve?
Alright. No,
I think
well,
he improved his
he's
time, but not position. But that is, I think, qualifying. If I'm not wrong, Suraj
Yep,
is
it
back
is.
into the pits.
Yep, that's
So
it,
it's Sid
that's it.
Venkatesh. Yeah. So Birthday Boy, Shah triple to 4 in his Alpine, is on pole alongside his rival Yash Kosalia on the front row. Shaurya, our reserve, is in P3, and championship leader SSN in P4. That's a very interesting top of the grid, and we'll go through the other people in the coming minutes. But what do you think about that qualifying session, Gupta?
Well, I have to say something about Shah. The improvement that he's shown in the past 2 seasons, having been his race engineer for some of the races, it's quite impressive the improvement that I've seen. He is definitely one of the most improved drivers since the time I've joined the league, and yeah, it's definitely good to see him on the top end of the grid all the time. But yeah, Shah, Yash Gosalia, SSN always up there. These 3 drivers have been so consistent, and it's just amazing to see them do it again and again.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you about Shah improving a lot since the past season or two, and he's also, even during races, you can see he is so composed, he's so focused. Probably blanks out everything else and just focuses on the task at hand. And
very clean at the same time.
yeah, very
That's
clean,
also something to
absolutely very clean. But that's the grid for you. Shah, Yash Kosalia, Shaurya, and SSN in the top 4. Thakurwa and Gagan Singh line up in the third row with Swaggy Boy, Easy Level Bot, Oxidized Rage, and Vintage Player in the top 10. So these are the players who probably will start on the softs if it's a dry start. Behind them, Abhi, Sid Venkatesh, Suraj, Bullister are reserved for the day, thinking Nade, Ultimate, Tanay Singh, who has, not sure if he has joined back, Ace, Manan, and Anton are going to have a bit of a struggle coming up the field, but they will definitely have tire and maybe strategy advantage. So should be a good race. And hang on.
Well, top 11 are within a second, Malo. That's really close.
Yeah, that's really close. And yeah, there you go. There you go. You called it. You called it, Racing Gupta. And it is definitely Inter's condition, it seems like, on the track.
Inters, not full wets.
Yeah, full wets is... No, I don't think it's gonna be full wet. I don't see any puddles in the pit lane. Yeah, there's no puddles and no standing water. So this is going to be one very, very nervous start for everyone, and it basically negates all the tire advantage the bottom 10 might have had. And typical Brazil, I think. That's the only thing to say here. It is going to rain. You just have to bet on it. So I'm sure...
I like to call it as a magical track because every single time something special happens, it never disappoints.
Yeah, Brazil never disappoints. And you can see intermediate tires, the green wall tires for everyone, and they are on the formation lap right now. Why can I not change the camera angle?
Well, it's Codemasters being Codemasters. Hopefully we'll get a great angle for the restart.
Yeah, but I need to be off board for that, which is not happening right now. Now finally, yeah, now I am.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so
what's happening behind?
Yeah, I see Anton Hypers, and who's that? Is that
Ace? Ace is
Ace is
right now. Ace and Anton Hypers.
Yeah, they're quite behind the whole field, so they have still a lot of time to catch up. But let's hope they do that. Is Tanay Singh in control of his car? It seems like he is, so that's good for the Ferrari driver. I don't think
we cannot tell in the formation lap because cars are not ghosted, no matter what.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I guess we'll know at the start. But
yeah,
it seems like, I don't know. I thought it was the ghosting was on even during formation lap if a car is not in control or if a driver is not in control. But either ways, prediction time for everyone who's watching. I see 10 people already watching us right now. So drop in your predictions in the comments. Who do you think is going to finish in the top 3? Doesn't have to be in a particular order, and I think goes without saying, Caesar will also try to predict the number of DNFs and safety cars. So
I say 3 safety cars and 2 VSCs. What about you, Manu?
Abhi has left the session, but
okay, I'm on it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's difficult to say there won't be 3 safety cars because there's so much action always happening on this track. But I'll go with 2 just to give out a different prediction than you, or maybe even 4 rather. I don't know. This track is just.
Well, all I hope is no turn 1 drama. Everyone just goes through cleanly because whenever you have a bad first lap, it just ruins your mood for the entire race. So hopefully everyone has a clean.
And who better to know about DNFing or not having a good start than me? So yeah, I hope so too for our drivers. A full grid tonight, which is always great to see. And
well, you shall always finish first, and you definitely finished first, Mano.
I did finish first. 4 safety cars and 2 VSCs, says Caesar, and 8 DNFs. The 12 finishers is his prediction. Let's see how many survive the treacherous conditions in Brazil. It's 5 lights. There's already that's Abhi, I think. I'm not sure, but it's lights out. Away we go. Shah not getting a good start, and easy level bot might. Oh, that's Yash Gosalia into P2, not easy level bot, and Shah has to relinquish his lead of the race further behind. Oh, there's a McLaren getting tagged. I think that's Swaggy boy. Yeah, it's Swag boy who's round, and then other cars are making their way. Easy level bot in P10 after having lost 2 positions.
Has just crashed into the wall, and he's lost his entire front wing, the Ferrari.
Oh, it's not a great start for his debut. Abhi has made a fantastic start in P6. And I think
it's his AI doing half the job for him.
Yeah, it's his
it's still AI.
Yeah, he's still in his AI, so that's not something you want to see. Bullister has made up positions as well in P4 and further up ahead. Now is when the AI will start losing position. So Abhi is tumbling down the order up ahead. Yash Kosalia has a lead of, well, it's hardly a lead of 4 or 5 tenths.
It's 4 tenths.
But
It's nothing.
yeah, but it's so important in these conditions to be the car which is in clean air without any spray and going through it. But the top two are streaking away a little bit, and behind them, the likes of Oxidized Rage, Gagan Singh are all battling. Let me go to
Oh,
the
Shah is
interval.
attacking Yash. Shah wants the lead back.
There he goes, Shah around the outside. He's trying to make it on the outside. He's late on the brakes, is Shah. Is he going to make the move? No, he does not. Yash covers him off. But Shah has better run. He's taken a tighter line. He's going round the outside. What a move. Svegbo has retired. Yeah, Svegbo has retired. And what is it? What is it? It's a VSC.
Yep, it's a VS. Swigbo retired on the main street.
It's a VSC.
How is that possible?
I
I
don't
saw it
know.
on Ace's view. So there might have been contact because that's not a conventional place to retire. But Shah, the king of switchbacks, I have to say that. I have seen him done it so many times.
Absolutely. What a move from him, and that too in these conditions and right on time, because had he not made that move, it could have been a VSC, and then it would have been he had to drive one more time. Shaurya holding station in P3. So the top three are now in the same position. Oxidized gets a drive through. That is not helping him at all. Oxidizing drive through. The VSC is in. So we are racing again. And well, the Haas driver will have to make.
But even Gagan Singh has a drive through. So two drivers together have got the drive through penalties, both Gagan and Oxidized.
Yeah, Gagan and Oxidized. So that will be easy positions for Easy Level Bot and Bullister and Sid Venkatesh. And Caesar. Oh, by the way, Sid Venkatesh, what a restart this is going to be. Oh, this is not going to end well. It did not end well. Oh, this is not what you want to see at the start. And Sid Venkatesh into P6. Bullister gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And yeah, Caesar said Max 2060 NS. I think he's referring to Verstappen's move on Rosberg, if I'm not wrong. Because, yeah, I think it was Brazil Wet where he made the same move on Rosberg. And 2016 it seems like a long time back. But I think while we are watching this battle between Yash Thakurwa and Shaurya for P2, as Shah has broken away, I think that drive from Max Verstappen in the wets, and I remember him fitting the full wet tires and going for about 13 overtakes in 15 laps or something. It was absolutely magical, that drive. And probably
Brazil, if you look at the races, it's not always been about the championship winners or the drivers who even won the race. It's always been about the drivers who had been driving amazing. So Max in 2016 finished P3, but we remember his race. Then Alonso in 2012, Jensen in 2009. Some amazing drives on this track. It's not all about winning, it's about having a great race. Pierre Gasly in 2019, how could I forget that as well?
No, absolutely. Gasly, Ultimate retired.
Ultimate. Oh no. Where did he retire? Is it on the main
trying to see
street
it's a safety car. So that's the first.
I guess if you go on board with Bulliester,
yeah, I'm on board with Gagan Singh, and Ultimate is retired while going into the pits.
Oh, that's
well, he
really
was very on the left of the track, and that's the first safety car. We have had 2 DNFs already, and we have had hardly 2 laps of racing, Gupta.
Well, Malav, is there gonna be a driver who is gonna try to pull off a Jinsanity from USA?
I think it depends on if there's another safety car or there's no safety car. But I'm not sure. I don't know how tires will last for the entire race duration. I have absolutely no idea.
With tires, they doesn't burn up your tires. The soft mediums is possible if it was a dry race. So maybe the intermediates
maybe someone who's not really at the front might try to gamble because if you're at the front, you probably want to, and because it's not a dry race anymore, you don't necessarily need to make a pit stop. So I think people
drivers like Suraj, I know they are really good with tire management. I've never seen them even reach 40% tire wear in races with extremely high tire wear. So those are the kind of drivers who might even think of it, and they might not even think about pitting at all in the race. So who knows?
Yeah, Suraj could go that route. And where is the safety car? Yeah, safety car is near turn 4, waiting for the leaders, and it will pick them up. And then
one driver in particular, another Alpine driver actually, he had a quali ban today, and he's already up to P11.
yeah, really good first few laps from Manan, his teammate, while he's in P1. But Manan doing a very good job in P11 right now. He just needs to be aware of his surroundings for the next 32 laps, and he is in for a good result, especially if people around start getting penalties if they don't take the first couple of corners correctly. I think that's probably, in my opinion, the most easiest place to get time penalties or warnings. The first few turns, the Senna assets as we call them, on board with Oxidized Rage, who is trying his best to catch up to the pack so we can start racing again. But it is going to be a couple of laps, I think, before that happens.
Lap 7 will start racing again, probably, hopefully. I mean, the safety car is really slow in the second sector, so drivers get a chance to catch
they
up
will
to
have
it.
plenty of opportunity to catch up, but definitely not coming in at the end of this lap. But you never know with Codemasters. I remember Japan in Division 2.
Well, it
where,
can be any moment now.
Yeah,
Who
it could
knows?
be. It could be any moment. But I see the lights are flashing on the safety car, so it is thankfully going around for one more lap. And wow, that has been a tense couple of laps before the VSC, after the VSC, and before this safety car. So now drivers, I'm sure, will be worried about the tire temperatures as well, because going behind the safety car at slower speeds, the tires tend to lose a lot of temperature. So we could be in for a very tricky restart.
Right. I mean, Tanay Singh also another driver except for Manan, who has gained 7 positions from the restart. He could not get a single lap in because of a disconnection. So yeah, we should start from him as well. And what happened there? I just saw everyone's position change out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was I think there was just a glitch with intervals.
P18, even though he is not P18.
He's P8 right now. Yeah, for me, he's also P8. He's back into P8 now.
Back into P8.
Yeah. So that is Codemasters. 6 months after releasing the game, they still can't sort this out.
Well, there's going to be even more special DLCs coming in 3 months later. Who knows?
Well, Oxidize and Thinking Nate are yet to... Oh, Oxidize has lost his wing.
Yeah, they both of them, they were going side by side for some time.
Thinking
now
Nate
is just hoping that the safety car doesn't come in.
Yeah, I think that's what he'll be hoping for. But everyone has caught up. So, oh, there you go. Everyone has caught up, and the safety car is coming at the end of this lap. So let's see.
Even though if Oxidize pits, he can go till the end on these tires. It is possible.
Yeah, he'll be hoping to do that, and also he'll be hoping for more interruptions in this race so he can make up the lost time for the pit stop. But on board with Thakurva right now. In fact, let's go with SSN and see. He is not worried about tire temperatures. Gagan Singh gets a 5-second penalty, and Shah has decided to go now, and Shaurya with a really good restart. Oh, what a restart from SSN. But Shaurya might take P2 here. He's down the inside, but is it happening for him? Not right now. Oh, that's a contact between SSN
but SSN
and Thakurva. Thakurva lost a position to Easy Level Bot. So both the Mercedes now in top 5. Easy Level Bot, is he going for a dive bomb on SSN? No, he does not. Stays behind for now. But it's a good restart from Shah, I'm sure. And he has a good healthy 7/10 lead. Thakurva is going side by side with Sid Venkatesh.
Well, I'm noticing something, that there are no more droplets. I'm going on board with Yash Gosalia right now.
Yeah, you are right.
More droplets, so the track is drying up.
Track is indeed drying up, so that pit stop would hurt Oxidize even more, because the drivers would be hoping to go straight onto the dry tires from here on, because maybe 2 or 3 laps, I think that should be it, and the track should be dry enough maybe for... Oh, who was that? That was Easy Level Bot. going completely off the track onto the grass and losing multiple positions. Tanay Singh is passed. I think Abhi will be passed as well, as Easy Level Bot struggles with traction. Is he going to go into the pits? No, he does not. But Vintage Player is hot on his heels, and Vintage Player might just go down the inside into turn 1, as the Red Bull is trying his best to make its way past. He's been given enough space but does not have the grip on that part of the track. But Manan might just make a move here. Let's go on board with him.
Driver looking very hungry right now, but he has backed out. I think
Yeah, he had to back out of that one.
Best of exits.
So track drying, and that is really important for the likes of Shah and Yash Kosale. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. Is that Vintage Player? It is Vintage Player, and
yeah, he lost his car out of turn 5.
Yeah, and not sure if he has damage. We'll have to come back to that and see what he does.
I don't think there's any damage, any visible damage is not there, but yeah, there might be some other damage on the car that we can't see. The end plates look fine. Hopefully he has no side pod damages, but Shah up front, nearly a second ahead of Yash Kosalia, and Shaurya already putting so much pressure on Yash.
Absolutely, Yash Kosalia went a bit deep into the penultimate corner, and that has invited Shaurya into the picture. He's using a lot of battery in a hope to get P2, but he is not near enough, so he will have to stay back for one more lap, or at least a few more corners. Let's see if he gets a good run down into turn 4. He is very close, but is he going to be close enough to go for a move? Manan in the pits. Manan is the first driver to blink, I think. Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure he is the first driver
to... on to the softs.
He is going on to the softs. Okay. DRS has been enabled.
Manan has timed it
oh my god. So he was P12. Let's see. Let's see where he comes out. I think he was P12 if I'm not wrong. So
yeah, and you know, this gives Shah the perfect opportunity to pit now. Easy Level didn't pit. That means Easy Level will have to stay out a lap longer than Yash. This is really well worked out.
This is well timed. This is very well timed. Vintage Player in the pits as well, by the way, on the medium tires. So now you will see a frenzy in the pit lane as the pit crew come out, and
I think the driver should straight up go to the mediums. They can go till the end on those tires. They won't even need to pit.
So you're saying 27 laps on the mediums?
It is possible from what I have got, the data I've got from Vifx.
Alright, so Manan was P11 before pitting. That's what his Caesar is saying, but I don't think he's gaining a lot of time on Anton Hypers after what does Shah do? Shah in the pits, Yash Kosale in the pits. Everyone is in the pits. Let's hope no one gets a 5-second. Yash Kosale gets a 5-second. Shaurya as well. Sid Venkatesh is in the pits. Suraj in the pits. Tanay, Abhi. Oh, it's a massive.
I mean, Sid should have stayed out. Because the Aston Martin will have double
but
stack.
Mercedes are double stacking as well. I think Ace
let's look at
is in as
let's
well.
go onward with Manan Malo. Let's
There is Manan.
Gap.
Yeah, Manan is
now
Thakur on the main straight.
I just noticed that Thakur was stayed out.
He stayed out. I'm not sure why. Was it an Alpha Tauri? No, Ultimate has retired. No, was it?
Yeah.
Who's his teammate? Who's his teammate? Who's Thakur's teammate? So I'm not sure why he stayed out. But Manan, you will see now, he's P12 right now. Where is he coming out?
He's gonna be
close with Easy Level Bot.
From the looks of it.
But he is in P11 right now. But
he stays there. He stays exactly. In the
no,
same
but
position.
there are 3 drivers who. Oh, Yash Kosalia! What a terrible blunder there! Look at him. He's on the intermediate tires after pitting.
No! I think it's the game. It's not him.
It's the game which has really messed up his strategy. He has to pit one more time. He also has to serve a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, but there's a Haas car that's gone off.
That's an oxidized?
Yep.
And
it's a VSC! It's a VSC!
This is perfect. Well, Thakurwa is pitting.
This is perfect for Thakur.
Yeah. Thakurwa is pitting. Gagan Singh is pitting as well. They will definitely save a lot of time.
We might have Thakurwa as the race leader now.
No, I
so
don't
is it going to be Shah versus Thakurwa again?
I think Thakurwa will be able to. I don't think he'll be coming. Oh, this is going to be close.
Yeah,
this is going to be very close. Thakurwa coming out of the pit. Shah might just hit him. But Thakurwa in P2. Thakurwa might still get P2 here. I think he will.
He is P2.
P2. What a stroke of luck for him. And it is Shah versus Thakurwa once again for the lead of the race, both on the medium tires.
Yeah, just
Shaurya,
P30, even after the VSC.
and he's on the softs.
Yeah.
So I don't think those softs can last the full race, can they?
So maybe he's going for softs and softs again. So he thinks so he'll pit again and he'll be
Yeah, maybe banking on another safety car or hoping for another safety car. Tanay Singh has jumped a few places into P7 and Suraj has jumped a lot of places as well into P5. Oh, Suraj going
and Venkatesh, both silently just staying there with the leaders.
Yeah, and well, because it's a virtual safety car, they cannot really close up to the leaders. Suraj is 8 seconds off SSN, who is with the top pack. But Tanay Singh, oh my god, Tanay Singh just got a drive through there just as he was doing so good. But Thakurwa and Shah are once again racing. Thakurwa did not have the best of the exits out of the penultimate corner, but we are racing once again. And
so Thakurwa's tires are definitely not warmed up.
Yeah, they are not. Let's see what SSN does. Meanwhile, he's not using his battery because everyone has GRS, so probably he thinks it's pointless to use his energy storage.
SSN only goes for moves if it's possible 100%, but Thakurwa, he's on the back of Shah. Can he go for the lead?
I think he's already got the lead. It depends on who's brave. Into turn 4 and Thakurwa is in the lead already. What happened there? Did Shah make a mistake into turn 1? Because I don't think
I don't think it was turn 1. It was the exit of turn 3 where Shah might have not got the best exit. But the top 4 are so close, Malav, within 1.5 seconds.
Absolutely, and further behind, Suraj getting overtaken by Easy Level Bot, who's on the soft tires. So I think he's one to look out for Easy Level Bot, usually or almost always with the alternate strategy, and that is once again holding true for Brazil, even though it was a wet start to the race. But Shah,
right now there's no alternate strategy.
Oh, here goes SSN. What a launch through the final corner.
Wow.
What a launch that was. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be... Yeah, there he goes. Overtakes Shaurya, and that is SSN into P3. And let's see what Shah can do meanwhile. I don't think he's close enough on this lap to make any kind of overtake on Thakurwa, but this is crucial. This is very, very crucial because Shah does not want SSN behind him. SSN will be just looking at Shah. I'm sure that would have increased his determination to get that position. So Shah would have probably liked Thakurwa as a car in between, but he has all the work to do now. He has done it once in the wet conditions, and I'm sure he's confident he can do it again in the drive. And there is DRS. What's happening behind? Anton Hyper's losing a few positions, one to his teammate and one to Ace, who is now battling Vintage Player. Run up to turn 4.
Also lost some positions. He was P8 at some point.
Yeah, Manan was P8 after Yash pitted for another time, and he has lost a few positions. So not sure what happened there. And meanwhile, Abhi putting pressure on Suraj, and Abhi meanwhile himself is under pressure from Bullista.
I don't know whom to support. Both are my friends. And both are in the best cars out there. So let's see what Abhi can do right now.
Well, Abhi is going for it.
Venkatesh. Oh my god, that was really close.
Oh, that's... So Bullista losing positions.
At the same time.
Yeah, Bullista losing positions, and it's going to be 3 wide into turn 4. Please don't crash. And they don't, I think. Yeah, that's some good racing there. There are still more contact there. Oh, this is so close. I hope this doesn't end in tears for either of them. And the Ferrari
has gone past Manan, so Manan is P12 now. He's just hanging on to the points at this point.
Yeah, it's not been a good...
But Shah up ahead has closed up to Thakurwa, and he might be looking forward to a move now.
Yeah, 3/10 of Thakurwa, and Shah doesn't have a lot of battery left, but he has committed to make a move on this lap, on board with the Alpine driver on his birthday, and he pulls out to the right. He's going to have a clear run on Thakurva. Does he have enough confidence in the braking? Thakurva breaks late, and there was contact. And let's hope no one has any kind of damage, because just behind them, SSN is on a charge. SSN can get Shah. Can he get Thakurva as well? Shah again, once again trying around the outside. Oh, it's going to be.
Oh, no,
Thakurva is round. Thakurva is round.
Why do these two always have contact between
It's like Hamilton and Verstappen, isn't it? You know something is going to happen. So Japan has repeated itself once again. That promotes Sid Venkatesh into P5, easy level bot into P4 now, and SSN now
has now become the lead Mercedes driver.
Yeah, because Yash had to pit for another time. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, and it's thinking Nate in the Ferrari who has DNF'd. Tanay Singh has a 3-second time.
No, he's not DNF'd. I think he just had.
No, he DNF'd. Look at P12.
My game does not show the DNF.
He has DNF'd. He has DNF'd.
The wheel is off. But the car is not boosted. I don't know what's happening there, Mala.
Let's see where Ace is. Oh, what is happening to Ace?
Oh, now thinking he's retired.
How did he DNF there? There's no wall.
Ace did not DNF for me.
No, not Ace. I'm thinking Nate. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. It's still yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah.
The top two are battling. Shah barely keeping SSN behind. And this is going to be very, very close fought battle.
Battery, not good for him there.
SSN has a lot of battery, and oh, Shaurya almost running into the back of SSN there. But SSN has a lot of battery right now. Probably from running in DRS of Shah and Thakurva in the final, or rather the past few laps. 20 laps to go. Yash Kosalia gets a 3-second time penalty for track extension, and it has not been a happy afternoon, or rather happy evening for Yash Kosalia, who's along with
getting a really bad exit out of the final.
Yeah, and that probably will give Shah some breathing space into turn 1 and turn 4.
Oh,
no,
okay,
SSN is not pitting.
My game had a glitch.
Oh, okay. So right now SSN is, I think he'll be more concerned about Shaurya rather than Shah, as Ace.
Yep, but Ace is slow.
10-second time penalty.
He's not going out of the second gear. Is it a controller issue?
Not sure what happened there, but Manan losing another position, and that is to Gagan, while Yash Kosalia overtakes Api for P7. Both of them on the soft tires.
Retiring in the pits. He's stuck on the second gear. He can't change his gears.
Has it ever happened to you, Gupta? Stuck on a gear where you can't change?
Well, then just go to Racing Gupta's Twitch channel and you'll be able to see some amazing content. That's all I can say.
Well, I think Shah, probably SSN is not running enough downforce. He's losing some time to Shah in sector 2.
Or maybe Shah is just faster than him tonight.
Yeah, that's also definitely possible. And
he started on pole.
Yeah, and Dirty Air is playing its tricks, and that's why SSN is not able to really be, close enough for an overtake. And you know what? Knowing Shah,
Yash Kosalia going side by side. Yash already a P6. What a comeback!
Yeah, it's a great comeback, but for his sake, I hope. Yeah, he's on softs right now. I'm not sure if he's going to finish in the points at this rate, because he'll have to make another pit stop.
Do you see a yellow flag just like me? It's an Alfa Romeo that's going off. No, it's not.
My God, who is that?
That was Ace's AI after retiring. So
but why was it off track? If it was AI.
I mean, I just don't know.
It's Codemasters, yeah.
Because Ace had retired, I had seen that.
Yeah, Ace had retired in the pits. Tanay gets more penalties. Let's have a look at the penalty situation meanwhile. There's a yellow flag once again. I think that's for vintage player, but in terms...
it's just the game doing its thing.
Alright, so Shaurya is pretty close. Here is Shaurya. We'll look at the penalties later. But Shaurya down the inside of SSN, and that's a very, very clean move. Let's hope they give the space. They do.
Yep,
And
SSN
Shaurya is
backed
clean
out.
through. SSN did back out. Didn't want any contact. He is the championship
Well,
leader.
Shah is a second ahead of these two. This has worked out perfectly for Shah. The drivers fighting for P2 there.
And Abhi, meanwhile, is putting pressure on Suraj once again. Let's see if he's going to go for a move or not. Thakurwa and Yash Gosalia are battling, and I think Thakurwa has just about stayed ahead for now.
Well, let's look at the penalty situation before everyone reaches the DRS straight. So, Shaurya in P2 with a 5-second and Yash with a 3-second penalty. So yeah, even though he's on softs, he has come back, but there's the 3-second penalty with him. Tanay Singh with 8 seconds, Buliester with 3 seconds, Oxidized with 3 seconds. So yeah, not a lot of drivers with penalties there.
Yeah, they have kept it clean for the most part, and that is impressive around this track. I'm watching Yash Gosalia trying to make the best use of his red marked soft tires, and this is going to be an overtake attempt on Thakurwa. He has opened his DRS.
It just went off the track.
Oh, did he? I didn't notice that. But up ahead, Thakurwa and Yash are going side by side. Not really Thakurwa ahead in the braking zone, but does Yash have a switchback move up his sleeve? No, he does not. Down into turn 4. Is he going for it? He's going for it. He is going for it. Yash round the outside. And that's...
Oh, there's contact again.
Yeah, there's contact again with Thakurwa once again. This is the exact same turn where he was spun after a contact with Shah. So definitely he is trying his best to be in good positions. He knows Yash has to pit. So all the time he can keep Yash behind. That is gained time for Thakurwa rather than losing to easy level bottom head. So is this... Oh, Yash goes down the inside. Yash goes down the inside, and that is a good move. They're still going side by side. Thakurwa stays in front. Is Yash going for one move? No, he does not.
But Yash just backs out, and I think that was a perfect idea to back out there, because
Yeah.
now he gets a DRS on the main straight.
Yeah, he'll get DRS on the main straight. Bulister gets a 3-second time penalty, but Thakurwa somehow is pulling away, even though Yash has DRS. Well, Yash is going for it once again. He's going for it on all laps. And in the braking zone, Thakurwa and Yash going side by side. There's a bit of a contact. Thakurwa off the road. Sid Venkatesh is still... And Sid Venkatesh might get both of them here if he's smart. Here goes Sid Venkatesh.
Oh, there's contact.
And 3 wide into turn 4. Sid Venkatesh. Is he going to go at the move? We don't have a good angle of this, but Sid Venkatesh has already got Yash Gosalia. Can he get Thakurwa as well? I don't think he'll be able to on this lap or this corner. Up ahead, Shaurya has closed up to Shah, but this midfield battle is so good.
Yeah,
You just can't keep your eyes off it.
Easy level to just confirm his P4 now.
Yeah, and look at the likes of Gagan Singh and Surya, the two Williams, both of them, along with, well, not Manan, but both the Williams have caught up to this pack because they're battling so much.
Well, Shah has been caught up by Shaurya.
Yeah, Shah is being caught up by Shaurya. 14 laps to go, and Shah would be hoping to keep Shaurya behind so that they... I mean, if he keeps Shaurya behind, he knows he can keep Gagan Singh behind as well. SSN behind as well. But here goes Sid Venkatesh on Thakurwa. The move is not done, and Yash Gosalia is coming back. Yash Gosalia off the track. Sid Venkatesh still holds P6, and he's now on the track from the Mercedes driver. I think it's going to happen. The Williams are battling behind, and that is Gagan Singh round the outside. Yeah, that's Gagan Singh round the outside. Yeah, no contact, unlike Austria. And they're still battling side by side. Sid Venkatesh.
Sid gets 3 seconds, just like Yash.
Yeah, he does. And well, Oxidized Rage is lapped, by the way, but he is in a kind of a battle with these people. But this is some really intense racing. It has gone on for more than 2-3 laps now. So while we are tired...
When will Yash Gosalia and all the other soft runners pit? Because there's 13 laps to go now.
Yeah, see, that is what is concerning me. Both the Mercedes, they're on the same strategy. They did not split the strategy, so both of them...
there's a Red Bull going off of Anton Hypers. I hope everything's alright. Yep, he's back on track. Everything's back to normal. Yep, continue, Marlon.
Oh, yeah, I was just watching Yash Kosala there, but both Mercedes on the same strategy, and I'm not sure if that was the way to go. I know they are leading the constructors by a healthy margin, but they might
Yeah.
have wanted to split that strategy. Meanwhile, Shah is in all sorts of trouble here. He's been caught by Shoya and he's now on the gearbox of Shah. Both of them have kind of dropped SSN here.
No, but one thing to remember, Mallav, is that Shaurya is an unremovable penalty because he
Yeah,
got a 5 second
he has
for
a
pit entry.
yeah for pit lane, so that penalty will not be removed under any circumstances. So while
Yeah,
Shaurya
it
can
just
overtake
has
Shah,
to
but Shah still, if he just remains within that 5 second window, he will get the position on the Aston Martin driver. Meanwhile, speaking of Aston Martins, Sid Venkatesh in his never-ending battle is
Thakurwa, the great wall of Thakurwa. That's
yeah,
the new name
yeah,
of that
absolutely.
AlphaTauri.
He's, I mean, he had a really good battle with Yash, who is arguably one of the faster drivers, or probably one of the fastest drivers in the division. And here
But
goes,
this is doing
here
everything
goes
for
Shaurya.
Yash.
Meanwhile, I'm sorry to cut you off there, Shaurya, and Shaurya is through. Shaurya into
Yeah,
P1.
he is.
Let's see how much of a gap he can make now. Back to this
Now
battle.
just Shah needs to keep up with him. That's it.
Yeah, Shah needs to be in DRS and just needs to keep up with the Aston Martin. And if he does that for the next 12 laps, he will be golden for the win. There's a car which is it
It's
Anton
Hypers
Hypers?
again. Yep.
Oh, is an Anton Hypers?
Oh, it's a 10-second time penalty as well.
Yeah, so
Not ideal.
yeah, not great for him in the Red Bull. But yeah, speaking about Thakur, yeah, I was just saying, keeping drivers like Sid Venkatesh and Yash Kosala behind, especially Yash, who, well, now his tires will be definitely second hand, but when the battle started, I'm pretty sure theoretically Yash's tires were the better tires, so that really
Not only
speaks
that,
volumes.
Malav, it's just not helped Yash at all because Yash has to pit also again. And I mean, if he goes till the end without getting a puncture, that will be an amazing feat by him. But yeah, this is definitely not helpful for Yash, and he's definitely lost performance on his tires as well.
Yeah, he is losing performance now. Look at him getting very close with Sid Venkatesh, and he has made
there
his
was
way
some
through,
contact.
but there was contact. So I hope there's no damage to either of them, and this is helping Thakurva a bit because now he's out of DRS. He does not need to worry about the tow which people will get. And yeah, speaking about SSN, he has lost touch from the top two, and gradually but consistently in the past few laps. And this is not helping the Mercedes or the McLaren driver rather at all. And let's see how this plays out because I think Thakurva, well, he's pretty
One
behind.
interesting thing to notice, the vintage player who was slowing down quite a lot in the middle, he is right in front of the leaders now and just giving Shaurya DRS. This is perfectly worked out for Shaurya, I guess.
Let's go on board with
very
Shah
interesting.
here. And yeah, vintage player is the lapped car, and he is giving Shaurya DRS. He will now move out of the way, I'm assuming, for Shaurya to go through. And once Shah makes his way, but Shah is very, very marginal on battery. I'm very sure. You can see his Newton on board with him.
But now he doesn't need to waste his battery. All he needs to do is just stay with Shaurya because Shaurya has also gone low on his battery. He had
Yeah,
quite
so,
a lot of it
yeah, so I
before,
think
but
the only
not
thing
now.
Shah is worried about right now is staying within that 1 second window. As long as he keeps getting DRS, because Shaurya looks very, very fast. So here goes Yash Kosalia, by the way. Yash Kosalia once again on those tires which would be pretty worn by now, but is once again making an effort. 10 laps to go, and he has no intentions of pitting, it seems like.
Yeah, none of the soft runners. Manan has pitted.
Yeah,
as I
Manan
was
did pit.
speaking.
Manan pit, Bullister and Tanay have exchanged positions into turn 4. Manan has pitted, but
Oh, Yash and
Thakurva,
Thakur had contact and Yash goes in ahead.
yeah, Yash is ahead.
Oh,
Yash is finally ahead.
but now Thakurva does have better tires and
Easy level
has
bot,
pitted.
easy level bot in the pits.
So yeah, these tires are not going till the end. I was
Yeah,
right
they are
about
definitely not going to the end. Thakurva will overtake easy level bot as well, who is now on the soft tires. Thakurva is into P5, which will probably be P4 soon. Let's see where easy level bot comes out now. He
it. I
is
think so. Easy level
P8.
bot can still get P4, realistically. He has enough laps to catch up to the cars ahead and even overtake them because his tires will be really fresh now.
Yeah, these tires will be the best out of anyone in the field, and I think for now he just needs to stay behind Yash, conserve his tires and if he can, and his battery, because he knows once Yash pits, he will be in clean air. He will be a bit of a sitting duck because the gap from Yash to SSN is huge. So that's not going to be bridged down anytime soon. Meanwhile, Manan has overtaken Abhi for P12, so he's making use of his fresh softs.
Well, Shah is trying an overtake on Shaurya now. I don't understand why, but maybe Shah just wants to win it.
See, at this point in time, Shah doesn't know what the 5 second is for. And if he has been told by his race engineers, it's a different thing, but he doesn't know what it's for. So he might as well get to try to do it on the track. He's down the inside into turn 4. It's very good, clean racing from both of them, and that's how you do it. He has taken the lead of this Grand Prix once again. What a stellar drive. I am so impressed by both of them for keeping it very, very clean. Yash Gosalia in the pits. That releases the likes of Thakurva and Sid Venkatesh and Suraj. And I think let's keep an eye on the progress of Easy Level Bot. He's 7 seconds behind Suraj. Let's monitor it after a lap or so and see. He's already making inroads, but let's see how that gap turns out.
Easy Level Bot can realistically get P4 because he wasn't stuck behind Thakurva. So he already was around 7 seconds ahead of him when he pit. So yeah, he has to pretty much cover only half the distance that Yash might have to do, because Yash is around 12 seconds behind his teammate right now. Yeah, so that's a huge gap.
So as it stands, from the moment we started speaking about this, Gupta, Easy Level Bot has already caught up by 9/10. Yeah, almost a second on Suraj. It is a second now, and it has been hardly 2 sectors. Oh, Shah and Shaurya once again battling there, and Shaurya is through. So yeah, I think it's fine as long as they don't take any unnecessary risks. They don't want to lose time behind. They have to keep SSN in mind. So I think they are probably kind of working together, because Shaurya knows realistically, unless Shah makes a mistake, there is no real chance he can win this one. So, but he still can get P2 if he can push on and try to create more of a gap. But even if not that, he definitely has the podium in the bag.
Shah should hope that Shaurya gets a P2. Because SSN is the championship leader.
Exactly. So I think
it's better for Shah.
Yeah, exactly. So he's thinking about the championship, I'm pretty sure, and that is why he's overtaking Shaurya, because he knows if he's faster, there's no point in him.
But Malav, because of these two battling, SSN was 3.2 seconds behind them. Now he's 2.2 seconds in the last 2 laps.
Yeah, so that's why they need to work together in terms of battles, where they are passing each other. Because right now it doesn't seem like they're working together, but if they do that while the laps are running out, 6 laps and 3 second advantage is a bit of a issue. So let's see how the next laps turns out. Yash Gosalia meanwhile, Easy Level Bot is 4.2 behind. He's gained 2 more seconds on Suraj. So this is an overtake which is coming very, very soon, following Yash Gosalia right now.
AWS, striking in 4 laps.
4 laps? I think it will be 2 laps more like. Yash Gosalia with the fastest lap, and he is absolutely on the gearbox of that Williams, which is all out of sorts coming out of the Senna SS. And Yash Gosalia should be through. He's not using his battery. He doesn't need to. He's down the inside into turn 4, and that is.
Yash Gosalia has just showed his teammate what exactly he needs to do with Suraj.
Yeah, and just as we're speaking, that 2 more seconds taken out from Suraj.
Yep. Well, maybe it might be possible that your AWS is working better than
maybe
mine.
I've purchased a premium subscription of AWS and it's paying dividends. But Shah has just dropped off. No, Shah has,
together. That's the formation, I guess.
Yeah, that is.
What else to say?
Manan getting lapped by his teammate, but Shah has lost a lot of time, almost like a 7-8 tenths to Shaurya. Is no longer in DRS, and this is where it gets interesting, Racing Gupta. Now, can Shaurya actually push more and maintain, or rather pull out a gap Oh, what is Manan doing here? Is not helping his teammate at all. He's trying to battle him because Manan himself is probably in a bit some of a battle because he has penalties for people ahead of him. But this will help Shah. This will give him DRS on the main straight. So it should be fine. Easy level bot has caught up to Suraj. And those are the 2 laps I talked about, Racing Gupta.
Oh, it's a BSC!
What happened? I think Tanay Singh and Vintage Player had a moment. It's a VSC just as Easy Level Bot was trying an overtake on Suraj.
So much.
Oh, Yash Kosalia, drive through!
Oh no, he wasn't minding.
This has not been Mercedes' day, has it?
Not at all. It's kind of been like a disaster. What to say?
Yeah, it's doomsday, as HUP would call it, for Mercedes.
It's not that bad. It's not at all that bad.
Yeah, maybe it's not that bad. But yeah, Yaskosea was charging through the field, even had the fastest lap to his name, but now has to serve a drive-through, and with just 4 laps to go, that is not good for him. He'll still score points, but that has not helped him at all. Well, the VSC is still out, so the drivers will have some time to think about the final 4 laps and how to approach them. Also, conserve some energy. Shah is now back within. Tanay Singh has retired from the session. Is it going to be a safety car? I hope not. It's a safety car.
Oh no!
It is a safety car, and that means Thakurwa can close up. That means SSN has a shot at winning.
And
let alone
Shaurya
P2.
with that 5-second time penalty.
And that
He's
also means
that
Yash Kosalia cannot serve his drive-through.
Oh yeah. Okay, now the doomsday might.
Now the doomsday. Assistant pits. Assistant pits.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is perfectly done.
Yeah,
by
because he is not going to lose any positions. He'll be on the soft tires.
That is a 500 IQ play.
Can this be a master stroke from the championship leader? And can it propel him towards a race win? Not sure how many laps he will have.
Well,
oh, Thakurwa.
What happened to him?
Thakurwa might get SSN.
Nope.
Yeah, there you go. It's close. Thakurwa into P3.
Oh, Shah must be so happy with this because this is good for him. I mean, and another thing to mention, even though SSN
so
is on
many
soft
people.
Tires, there are some ghosted cars that will be there. And it's just creating a bigger gap to Shah. Even though they will be ghosted, Shah will be
I think Manan is
the
only ghosted car between
Manan
them.
And there's a Red Bull as well. That's 2 laps behind.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the Red Bull. Is it it's vintage
player.
Yeah, it's vintage. So
and well,
let's see. So Shah and Manan are in a party chat, I'm sure.
Let his teammate by.
This is going to be interesting. Everyone except the top 3. Oxidized Race has pit once again. I'm not sure why. Everyone except the top 3 are on the softs. This is going to be. I'm sure all 3 of them are nervous right now. 22 lap or 21 lap old mediums.
I don't know about them, but I am nervous.
This is going to be so close. And well, now they can't pit. They know they can't pit. They have committed to staying out.
Anton Hypers is in lap 31. How is he so far behind? I'm actually confused.
Well, I'm confused as well. Maybe it's a glitch from the game because he seems to be in control of his car. So unless he got like a million drive-throughs, he shouldn't be 4 laps behind, or 3 laps behind, or 1 laps behind. But
probably 3 laps of racing. But yeah.
Yeah. So I think the lap, what is it? Lap 34. We might see some racing
it's 34,
because
so just 2 more laps. That's it. And the safety car will be in this lap because the game cannot have safety cars out in the final 2 laps. That's the code. So yeah, it will be in this lap.
So you think So you think the safety car will be in this lap? So that means
Even if Oxidized does not catch the pack, the safety car will be in this lap.
Yeah, according to the game, even Manan has not caught up, which is. Oh, Anton gets a 5 second for collision with Yash Kosalia.
Oh, so yeah, but whose fault was it?
Well, I wasn't on board or spectating either of them.
I mean, Yash is the car behind, so.
Bullista gets a time penalty under the safety car. But
Yeah, the doomsday might be real, Malav. I may have spoken too early, but at least one car looks like it might finish in the top 4
yeah,
with easy
absolutely.
level.
Easy level bot on those soft tires. I'm not sure. Okay, safety car is in this
Yep.
lap, just as you said, and it's going to be another safety car restart, which the drivers have to navigate through. On board with SSN once again. It was a good restart last time around by him until he was overtaken by Thakurwa down the inside. Now the roles are reversed, and let's see when Shaurya decides to go. Abhi gets a 5 second for
Yes,
collision once again. So these
Shaurya
are
is going to milk this.
he can see his podium split, slipping away at this point in time. I think he has gone.
Madan
I
lets
think he has
Shah
gone.
at the right
And vintage player is being overtaken. That is good because he's a lapped car. Sort of trying around the outside of Thakurwa, but not happening for him. What's happening up front? Shah has had a good restart. No problems there. Manan is still in the
Yash is
way.
serving a 5 second time penalty. Yash did not get his drive through. Oh no.
Oh, down the inside goes SSN, and SSN is into P3 already. He's 5 tenths behind Shah. This is going to be so close. They have been rivals for throughout the season, and
Yep.
this is going to be intense. Thakurwa gets a 3 second
Thakurwa,
penalty
3
now,
seconds.
so he has probably lost his
Oh.
podium as well.
Well, SSN has a time penalty, I just see.
What?
SSN has a 5 second time penalty. When did that happen?
Yeah, I didn't. I missed that as well. Maybe it's under the safety car, so let's not
Yeah.
read too much into it. Suraj and Sid Venkatesh, by the way, but
Oh, Shah
here
gets a
goes.
really bad exit out
Yeah,
of
that's
the
a
final
really bad
corner.
exit from Shah. So SSN is probably going to get this move done before they break for turn one. He pulls out. He has to pull out to the right. There's no way he can go to the left, but he's going for it. No, he does not. He stays behind for one more lap.
Wow.
They're already on the last lap, and this is not. Oh
Easy level
my
bot and
god.
Thakurwa fighting. Easy level bot has got that one, but SSN now attacking Shah on the outside.
Shah has the inside line. Let's see who breaks later. Tries to go around the outside, and Shah.
Oh no, Shah's
Oh my god. That
Oh,
is
sorry for
not how he
screaming.
wanted to happen. But Shah is
no. This puts easy level bot up to the podium positions. And Thakurwa is within 5 seconds as well of SSN. Is he under 5 seconds of is he under 2 seconds of Shaurya? That's what depends.
Shaurya has a
on-
very good gap to
This
the likes of Easy Level Bot and Thakurwa. This could be anyone's race, but as it stands, it seems
is
like
gonna win
Easy
it.
Level Bot is going to maybe win this one.
It's
Oh,
gonna
this
be very
is
close.
this going to be
It's
so
gonna
close
be
to call.
very close.
Shah is down.
Wait,
SSN
Shaurya
is
just
surely-
lets SSN by. Shaurya
Uh,
backed out.
Yeah, I just saw that Shaurya has backed out, so SSN is going to win on
But
track.
it's gonna be easy level bot that will take the win.
Yeah, Easy Level Bot for the win.
Yup. Wait, what? Suraj has won.
Suraj
What? Wait. Suraj has won.
I think he had no penalty, Suraj.
What a legend! I told you this man can do it.
Oh my god.
Oh, the tire whisperer is back. Let's
Oh
go.
my god, how did we miss that?
Yes. Oh my god.
Suraj has won his first
I might
race.
sound partial, but this man deserves it.
Oh my god, he's been in there since season 1. He did get a podium in Spa, but what about that? How did he win the race? I'm still not sure. Was he,
Wow.
was he within 5 seconds and 3 seconds of everyone ahead of him?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Legend. What a legend. This is, I told you, Brazil will bring so much drama.
So Suraj
The
had
driver
no
we thought-
penalties and he was P6 before everything happened, and he was within.
Hello. We never even thought Suraj was even going to make it to the top 5. Let it be the podium.
Yeah, and let it be the
He
race
went to
win.
win.
For now, he's the
He
race
went
winner.
to
I know
win.
there are 5-second penalties which might be removed. We don't know for sure, but Suraj is
But
the
he's a
driver
race
of the
winner for
day.
me.
But he is a race
He's my
winner.
winner.
And Gupta, I know you need to go quickly, but if you can at least invite the podium getters to the party.
I'll
and-
talk to Suraj and then leave.
All right,
because
great.
I want to talk to him.
Great, great. All right, so
I'll
that's
just
the
invite
podium
them.
for everyone. So please invite Suraj. I think it
Yep.
was Easy Level Bot
Uh,
and SSN.
Thakurwa.
No, SSN. Suraj Easy
Oh
Level
yeah,
Bot and
okay,
SSN.
yeah, yeah, my
Thakurwa is in
bad. Suraj, yeah,
P4.
Suraj just jumped everyone.
But
That
oh
was,
my
I still can't
god,
believe it.
what a legend!
I am not over it yet.
What an absolute legend. Suraj is your race winner. It has started raining once again, so that is typical F1. It
Yeah.
rains in Park Ferme,
Wow.
and
Wow.
wow. I don't know. I've never seen a race finish like this, and I mean that's the most. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm running out of words right now.
It is the most beautiful, as Alonso's race engineer said in Malaysia 2012. I am genuinely happily shocked. This is one of the best ever finishes I've ever seen in our league. This has to be remembered. I'm pretty sure about it.
Yep, that has been pretty mad
Hello,
in
easy
terms
level.
of rain. Easy Level Bot is already in.
Just waiting for the other two
Yeah,
finishes.
yeah. Easy Level Bot, can
Yeah,
you
sorry,
try
I shouldn't be
inviting?
disturbing your call.
No, don't worry. You're not disturbing at all. You had an amazing race. Some great moves there. I guess Malav can start your interview.
Yeah, let's start with you,
Let
Easy
me,
Level
let me
Bot.
fulfill Manav's request first. Oh, hold on. Let me invite the other guys. Who are the other guys? SSN, huh?
Seven B.
Them, we're just waiting for them.
Yeah, they have already
Oh,
invited.
he was
They are
asking
yet to
about
join the party.
I'll stop then. Okay. I'll
Yeah.
stop and shop.
No. We want you to talk, Easy Level Bot. Just wanted to know about, well, qualifying is fine, but the strategy in the race, because we could see a lot of drivers going on the mediums because those tires could go to the end. Both you and Yash decided to go on the soft tires. So Mercedes clearly had a very focus plan, or it seemed like it was pretty clear what you wanted to do. So just talk us through that decision, and then obviously at the end the whole madness of the safety car restart, and just talk us through your race.
Yeah, I think it was lap 13 or 14 that it was a transitioning time, dry to wet, somewhere around that. That's when everything was moving. So it was very tricky. I was also thinking of mediums first and then probably go at softs later if needed. But it was just a gamble. I gambled on a likelihood of a safety car maybe later, or otherwise do a double soft. I knew I had a bit of pace and I could make some moves. So I thought I'll just gamble very hard, and if I lose a few positions after the first soft pit stop, then I'll probably chase up. It wouldn't have paid off, to be honest, had the safety car not come up. I would have lost a couple of positions what I would have actually projected for the race. But yeah, big gamble that was taken and probably well paid off.
Absolutely. So that was a really good race from you. Unfortunately, your teammate had some share of bad luck for getting the drive through first, and I think had a 5-second penalty as well. So, but still good points for
Yeah.
Mercedes, and going still strong in the constructors championship.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Swag Boy retired from session, that's what I told Yash. So alright, good points for constructors. One McLaren is away. So unfortunate for him, he had the pace. He was really fast, and just luck just turned out of his way. And Suraj just happened to. I mean, I have to give it to Suraj for his calm and composed driving without getting any penalties, leaving himself away from all the incidents, and he manages to get P1 very cheekily. I was almost celebrating for that P1, but suddenly his name turned up. So yeah, congratulations to him as well, and SSN. Great race from him.
Yeah. Gupta, you have any questions for Easy Level Bot?
Well, easy level bot, amazing race. But I wanna ask you, why did you go for the medium tires and went for the softs?
Why didn't?
Yeah, like why did you go for the medium tires?
Yeah, I think that should have actually been the right strategy. I just wanted to gamble, and I thought that, I mean, I was just more going for pace and just got that a little bit more confidence in the car tonight. So I would have lost our positions if you look at the net. If you
Yeah.
eliminate the safety car, it wouldn't have paid off that strategy. But yeah, sometimes you have to gamble, right? You want to flip the coin
Definitely.
and see what happens on the other side.
Well, good race altogether. Some amazing moves as well. Good job tonight.
Thanks. Cheers.
All right, congratulations once again, easy level bot. Gupta, who do you want to go with next, Suraj or
Well,
SSN?
we'll talk to SSN, but we need to talk to Suraj. There's no way we can ignore that.
No, I'm
Suraj, are
talking
you
about
there?
order because I think you need to go as well. So, all right, so
Yeah,
let's start
yeah.
with SSN then. SSN, are you here, Saurabh?
Yeah, what's up, boys?
All right, what a race from you, SSN. Looked like the win was slipping away after Shaurya and Shah had kind of, broken away from you and were maintaining a gap. But that safety car changed everything, did it not? And you going for those fresh or maybe almost fresh soft tires, was that the difference in the end, do you think?
Oh, definitely. It changed the whole game, and that's good, man. I was very racy at the start, but I don't know what vintage player was doing there.
Oh damn, yeah.
I mean,
The blue flag, right?
the blue flag. He stops near the line, then he goes
Yeah.
through me and Shah, into that incident. I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone has to
Okay.
talk to this guy.
Indeed.
Okay, I'm sure people will have a look into it. I'm sure Racing Gupta has the same question which I'm about to ask. Just take us through your version of what happened at turn 4, which eventually spun him around and had to lose a lot of positions.
I think I was a bit ahead of him, and I did leave some space off the racing line. But I don't know. I don't know what happened. I got kicked out, and I went off track. I don't know where Shah ended up after that. But I did get very confused because that guy was just shooting right through us. So it was a very confusing turn, man. Honestly, very tricky. So I guess the stewards will have to take a look and decide what happens there.
Yeah, let's see. Gupt, anything you want to ask?
Well, SSN, I ask you this every single weekend. Well, another podium, and nearly all of your championship contenders didn't finish as well as you did. The gap is getting bigger and bigger, and just 5 more races to go. How confident are you for this championship?
Again, more hopeful than confident because easy level is right there up here with me. So it all depends on what the stewards say. But I think we have 4 races left?
5.
5 after
Five.
this.
5 to go. Anything can happen, man. One DNF can change the entire game.
Hopefully not. Just don't.
I mean, hopefully for someone else. Not for me.
Okay, didn't expect that.
But yeah, man, it's turning out to be a great championship. Having a lot of fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
to see it
Indeed.
happen for the next 5 races as well.
Yep, alright. So let's move on to Suraj then. Gupt, why don't you start us off since you are so keen about speaking with Suraj tonight?
Well, Suraj, are you there? Hello, Suraj.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, so all race long, we were looking at Shah, we were looking at SSN, we were looking at Shaurya, we were even talking about Thakur and easy level board. We never even thought you were going to finish in the top 5, but out of nowhere, when we thought everything was over, we saw your name on top, and we didn't even scream, we both squealed in happiness. You can check the screen later on. How happy are you? Because I am extremely happy right now.
Man, I have no. I think this was the same case with Spa. I think you were there with me when Spa happened.
Yeah.
I think it's the same scenario. I think Spa was no practice. I just came. I just wanted to finish in top 10. I was there in P2. With Shah again. I think you asked how happy I am. I'm happy, but it's a bittersweet feeling. I wanted Shah to win today. His birthday is there, so he was there. He had the pace. He genuinely should have won. For me, I think this was. I was practicing Mexico day before until I saw Sidby's message that it's Brazil. So I just went with default setup. I was on an underground, so 2 weeks it was like completely. I was refreshed by what's happening. I had the focus. That's the only change that happened today. I did some changes to my steering. I knew that at least I have control on the car. I genuinely was keeping my pace. I just wanted to get on a track. It was inters before. I was keeping in check with Sidvi, and there was Sidvi, I think, a couple of other cars who were battling. I think there was like 5-car battle when the conditions changed. I was holding up. I was not ensuring that no penalties whatsoever. I was on 2 warnings. But then I have no clue. I think, more than win, I think this is more of a journey, I would say. I think it's all, I think, Gupta, you, Jin, Vifix. Jin was super handy today. He kept me motivated, Vifix. So I think this is a team win, I would say, man. There was always something that I could do. Everybody knew about it, but for some reason it never happened. I don't know if how things have panned out. I have no answer. I don't even know P2, P3s, but I'm happy to see Gaurav and Saurav here, both my buddies. So congrats to them. Good podium. But I am speechless. I have not clue what happened. But it was all about giving 100% today. And I was just lucky with the last safety car. I think Gaurav was catching me up very quickly. He was on fresh softs. I was on used mediums. The safety car happened. He was just a second and a half behind. I took a gamble. I went on softs. I knew I would lose a lot of positions. But luckily, the restart was good. Last 3 laps were, I guess I would have the best last 3 laps where I was giving everything and just keeping in check. But again, yeah, it's no words, but yeah, I think this win is for all of you.
Yep. Just a question for Caesar, maybe later if he's observed specking or not. Maybe give us a stat. Is this the first 30+ podium in terms of age?
it might very well be. It might very well be
I feel like a kid now.
Third podium, I guess, but the first win, yeah.
No, Suraj, I have just one important question to you. Any message for Vifix out there?
You love him, you hate him, but you can't ignore Vifix. So that's the case. But
yeah,
this is a win. But for sure, next time is pole, and we all know where it's coming. So
oh my
Abu Dhabi.
He is already stepping up.
Maybe I'll just take a 2-week underground before Abu Dhabi, and then I'll just come and maybe I'll do it. But yeah, qualifying is not something that I really focus on. And never ever I thought of qualifying, or I think I qualified today. Top, I think 13 or 14, I guess. So qualifying, I just like meh. But yeah, but one day for Vifix and pole and that very track.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So yeah, good race, Suraj.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, Suraj, once again. One of our mainstays in IRL since season 1 and finally getting a race win. So everyone is happy with that. You can see the comment section later on and you'll see people are celebrating your win. I know there are time penalties to be sorted out and all, but still it's a win right now and enjoy that. I know it has been a long time coming, and I think the only way we can have you win a championship is having a race every 2 or 3 weeks, and then you go underground for that entire duration, not practice at all, just run a default setup, and then just come out all guns blazing. But yeah, superb drive, Suraj. It takes a lot of effort. I was talking on a stream as well to not get any time penalties around this track, and at least for me, it's a very hard thing to do on this track. So well done. That's a great job, and
great drive.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Is a shout out to Shah.
Yeah, shout out to Shah as well. He did have a
happy birthday, buddy. Sorry about that.
Yep, happy birthday, Shah. And
but again, just a customary thing. Shout out to all the sandbagging heaven.
Oh yeah, we cannot end the stream without a shout out for sure.
These guys were instrumental in some way, one way or other. So.
Come on, Shah, get your redemption in the League of Sandbaggers. Shah, your birthday is not yet over. Get your redemption in your next race.
Yep. Well, Malo, I think so. It's time to end the stream.
It's time to end the stream. Yep. Thank you everyone for watching, and leave a like if you enjoyed this coverage. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We will see you tomorrow with the Division 1 race around the same track in Brazil. Maybe Shah or someone will accompany me in the comms box for that. Until then, good night. Enjoy the... What is it? Is it sprint qualifying? Whatever it is tonight. I don't even know what's it called anymore. Whatever 12:30 is, please enjoy that and see you.